Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to episode 5. I should really check. Like I set the stream up over the weekend, like on a Saturday or Sunday, and then by the time Monday evening comes around, I've totally forgotten which episode we're on. Like every time, I launch into the welcome and say episode, and then like completely blank. I've got no idea what episode it actually. However, I'm pretty sure it's 5, and we were sort of stuck. We have 2 areas, don't we? We have one area. We have 3 areas in total. The first one we started in, and then part 3 of the game, which is where our own apartment is, um, and some other locations. And then we've got Central Manhattan, which is in part 2 of the game, where we have the Empire State Building and the library and the little corner shop. And that's kind of where we ended up. Because the last thing that we did was we pieced together the photo, took it to the dame's apartment in Brooklyn Heights. She provided the final piece. We put it together. The photo showed an image of it was a signed photo from Humphrey Bogart, and in the background was Adolf Hitler pointing at a statuette. But there was also the name of a location in there that we could go and visit. But when we went there, it's a pawn shop with heavy references to Magnetic Scrolls, the developers of the Pawn adventure game. And there's there's a heavy wooden door that's locked. Three exhibits in cases that we can't get into, and no apparent way to get through the locked door. So we're kind of stuck on that line of inquiry. So we've doubled back to try and go to the library off the tip that we got from Marlowe in the telephone call. And yeah, we're in central Manhattan, and we can't seem to do anything at the library. We can't seem to do anything at the Empire State Building. But I did discover we can buy the airplane in the corner shop with the German bills that the mysterious German gave us when we first arrived at our apartment, who was trying to bribe us to drop the investigation, essentially. Yes?
Yeah,
Are you with me,
with you.
folks? Okay, who's here? Just say hello. Who's here?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
And no, Rosie. Rosie's not here today, unfortunately. She's off doing another thing. So she's going to miss out and catch up on YouTube later. And we're probably not going to solve anything without her. So let's just resign ourselves to that. Apologies. Apologies, viewers, for almost an hour's worth of nothing, of no progress. But let's see how far we get with this aeroplane, because it also occurred to us. Oh, I don't know what I said that triggered her. The other thing that occurred to us is that we're in central Manhattan, and there's a very large librarian, monstrously large librarian. There's an Empire State Building, and there's a small aeroplane, and those obviously were all elements of the final scenes of King Kong. So surely something happens when we put these things together.
So you're just imagining that we'll go up to the top of Empire State Building through the aeroplane, and then the librarian will be climbing up the outside of the building.
Yeah.
Could happen.
Yeah.
The other thing that we sort of had already worked out in the last session was that we think that Adolf Hitler is pointing at the Maltese Falcon, and again, there's a link to Humphrey Bogart.
Yes.
So effectively, we've got 2 films. We think there's a clue as to what we should be doing, but
that's true.
None of us know the plot of the Maltese Falcon or know anything about King Kong other than it involves the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
Well, I have actually seen the original King Kong fairly recently, but it really there's very little plot beyond a big gorilla who falls in love with Fay Ray.
There was no large librarian then.
No, well, this is also like a little hint to Terry Pratchett, presumably, right? because in Ankh-Morpork the librarian is a orangutan.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
the most intelligent being in the whole of Discworld.
Yeah.
Is the orangutan librarian.
When did this come out?
88. So Rosie's in the chat. Is it a massive lesbian librarian gorilla though? Yes, I strongly suspect it is. Which is a good point actually. I don't know if it is a librarian. If it is I know it's a librarian. I don't know if it's a lesbian, because it occurred to me that if it is King Kong, then the dame needs to be part of this as well, right? But then, of course, the librarian is described as a she, so I have a horrible suspicion that we are the Fey Ray character in this scenario, right? I mean, you can't reenact the end of King Kong without the damsel in distress. That's a major part of it, and without the damsel in distress, maybe it's either it's either a massive lesbian librarian gorilla, or it's a cis female gorilla, and we're the love interest. So we can look forward to that.
Or we could just go and throw the airplane and it'll say, you can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, enough of the speculation then. Well, the other thing that occurred to me is maybe we have to go into the library and fly it around the library and lure her out or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, we are at the beginning of part 3.
Yeah.
And we're in our car in central Manhattan, and these are the things that we have, plus the keys that we're carrying, I think. So the only thing that I know we can use are the bills. So let's get the bills. We can get out.
The Terry Pratchett link does work, by the way. The first books were published before this came out.
Yeah.
83 is when the first Colour of
Yeah, right. So I mean, they were really current, like, because I was a teenager when this was all happening, and Adams and Pratchett and this kind of shenanigans was the shit we were into.
So maybe if we go to the library, we could try just saying ook.
Oh yes, that's true.
That's the only thing that the librarian ever says.
That's it. That's all the librarian ever said was ook. Not sure how many O's, 2 possibly. Okay, so it's I think it's south and south, is it? Little corner shop, enter shop. Okay, give bills to man. Well, looky here, grinned the old man toothlessly. This here's worth a lot of dollars, son, but I'm sure you got a reason, so here's your airplane. He rustled the bills. Geez, he's got me at it now. By his ear, clearly loving the sound. Then, once he had put the money away, he handed the model to me. So we have a model airplane, and we no longer have the German bills.
Can we look at the model airplane?
Nothing special grabbed my attention. Should we just go to the top of the Empire State Building and try and fly it off the top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it east of here?
Might be worth saving before you actually let go, but
Yeah, I can ram save. Oh, it's midnight. Okay, we might have to. Let's see. Oh no, we can go in. Enter elevator. Okay. Okay. All right. I think we're just gonna have to wait until morning.
Then you have to push the button or something.
Yeah.
Oh, do I have to push?
You have to call the elevator, sir.
Of course I do. Sorry.
It's as though he's never used a lift before.
I forget like how many things have been simulated and how many haven't. Okay, what was it? Push button 102. There we go. The same message that we've encountered before. And then exit or leave. There we go, leave. Okay, so we're on the observation platform. Below, the glittering cityscape of central Manhattan stretched away in all directions. Launch airplane. Fly airplane. Throw airplane.
Drop.
Sorry?
Drop.
Yeah, it's just on the floor in front of us now.
Fun times.
Do you pick the use?
I don't think use ever works.
No,
I think
okay.
this was after designers decided that the universal use was not a good mechanic. Well, yeah, launch, fly, throw. I can't imagine there'd be anything else that it's waiting for us to say. So let's go and chuck it at the gorilla, shall we?
Yeah. Go to the library.
Problem is, all of the responses that you just got indicate that it doesn't even know those keywords. I mean,
Yeah.
know what to do to throw it at her. Maybe throw it at librarian might work. Or just show librarian.
I think we do have to wait to get in the library, though. Yeah.
We haven't got any peanuts, have we?
No, peanuts or banana or... Yeah, that I was thinking. Okay, 6 a.m. I'm just going to RAM save it there. I mean, it could be that all we need to do is enter with the plane, right? I mean, a lot of these things have just been bring the right things to the right place at the right time. Okay. I'm going to try give airplane to librarian. Oh. Okay. Oh dear. There's nowhere to go here. This just spins around. So if you go east from the librarian, we get lost in the books, then between towering walls of books, and then back to the librarian. And if we go south, we're at books, books, books. We can't go south from here. North goes back to the librarian. From south, we can go east to between the towering walls. We go... we go south from there again, we get back to books, books, books. East from here is lost in the books. South from there is back to books, books, books. So, yeah, this is what it looks like. It's down here. This is what the library looks like. And equally, trying to walk up and down the Empire State Building, you just end up in this endless location. So you can go up once from the foyer, and then each subsequent up will take you back to on the stairs. And then no matter how many you do here, a single down will take you back to the foyer. And likewise, from the observation deck down. There are no other locations here. There's the corner shop. You've got Broadway connecting these two locations. And then just a square of corners between those streets. This one here leads to the Empire State, and this one here leads to the lobby of the library. So that's the layout. I mean, we do have a leg.
Have we tried going somewhere else and just shouting?
If we say to librarian, "Ook," quiet, roared the librarian. She came rumbling over, screwed me up into a little ball, and kicked me out the door. So, yeah, that's what happens. We end up outside. Okay, so the librarian, if we do say something in another part of the librarian does it again. Let's try doing it from here. Same. Same.
I wonder what happens if we're in the library when the library closes.
So that happened to me. In fact, I think I can probably demonstrate it if I reload this, because I think we're right at the point where it closes. But yeah, you just get thrown out.
Regardless of where we are.
Regardless of where we are in the library, we just get thrown out. Yeah. If you go to the foyer, yeah, same deal. I also tried going to other locations that we've been to, like the police station and the office, and there's no difference. There was nothing that different in those locations.
Did you go there with the aeroplane?
No. I just tested that we can buy it with the German bills. So, I mean, what objects do we know about that we don't have no use for so far? A leg, an airplane, a cloth.
We haven't used a crowbar, have we?
Yeah, we. It's all right. You can let Svandis talk, Lee.
I can't remember what we used the crowbar for.
To open the grill.
Yeah.
What was it?
To open the grill.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the grill in the office building. I mean, that's the other. There's some characters we don't know anything about. The secretary in the office building. Joe's office.
I'm just wondering, what is our mission now?
Yeah.
It's like, what is our end point and what do we have to get? I'm kind of confused at the moment.
Good question.
Yeah, we've been warned by Marlowe, and who then said he went off to the library. I also went directly to the library after speaking to Marlowe, by the way, but there's no difference either. So we have that line of inquiry, and then we have the dame, and the last thing we did was solve the photo, and she went rushing off. So the
Wasn't
photo
there
obviously.
Yeah, wasn't there another location, Chris? Kenmare Street or something like that?
Yeah, Kenmare Street is where the pawn shop is.
Okay.
But the pawn shop, is just there's just some cases and a locked wooden door.
Do we want to stay at the pawn shop until someone arrives?
Yeah, we could try. Or just going there and.
Could we pawn the model airplane?
But again,
Or
we
the
have no motivation to do that,
Okay.
and there's no one to pawn it to either. Yeah, it definitely does feel like we've just lost a bit of thread.
Are we trying to get the Maltese Falcon or whatever it is?
I mean, we're supposedly working on behalf of the dame to find her father. We've solved what part of the case, the photo part, but the where's the father part we haven't.
Yeah, why wasn't he at Joe's bar?
Mm. It does feel like we're missing something. I wonder if it's just worth having a look at a walkthrough and just running through to see if there's something that we've missed along the way, rather than.
Yeah, or like it was before when.
Yeah, where we'd done something.
We sort of knew what we needed to do, but just didn't know the right thing to type in.
Well, yeah, we'd looked at the bricks, we'd looked at the tiles, we'd looked at the east wall, but we'd never looked at the wall. It would just be interesting to know whether we're supposed to be pursuing the Kenmare Street lead or the Marlowe Central Manhattan lead.
Have we examined the crates by Wang's shop?
Yeah, we did. Is that worth going back to?
No, it just says examine the crates, and I couldn't remember whether we had or not.
Okay. I'm not sure if it's part of this playthrough that we did, but I seem to remember if you examine the crates, there was some joke about importing stuff from China, I think.
I don't remember.
Let's let me I can just go back there. Have a look to see if it's oh no.
What I immediately thought of when it talked about crates was at some point we needed to have a car chase that would end up in the crates. But...
Okay, so in Kenmare Street.
Okay. All right.
There's something to do in Kenmare Street.
Okay, there is. Okay, cool. That's all we wanted to know, really, wasn't it?
No, I wasn't going to tell you.
Yeah. Okay. So the question now is, let's leave. Where did we get to? Okay. I'm going to restart. Chemistry is in part 3, right? think this will load our most recent save there. Okay, the completed photograph. We have the keys and the gun. Oops. Okay, we're at Kenmare Street. Okay. So it says running east from Lafayette Street across the middle of Little Italy for a few blocks. But I'm pretty sure I tried going in different directions. And the only place to go is north into the shop. The front door was south, and the heavy wooden door was set in the east wall. And there's various sealed glass cases. A gnarled magician's wand marked Kronos, an oddly shaped trophy, and a broomstick.
Is it actually at the street we need to do something, or?
Yeah, I don't know. If we go back to the street, I mean, unless we need to go Lafayette Street. Oops. That is how you spell it, yeah? No. Short affair running east from Lafayette Street. There is no way. There's nowhere to go from here. We can only go north into the shop. Are we agreed?
I'm trying to read Lee's face.
Forget Lee. I mean, if it was running east from Lafayette Street, then we should be able to go west to Lafayette Street from here, but we clearly can't. So the only thing we can do is go in.
Unless it's something to do with the paint job on the sign that we just haven't looked at, and there's a clue there or something.
The paint job, it was so bright it stuck out from the other drab buildings like a cake on a compost heap. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
So if you look at the wand, a long thin piece of wood with a 5-pointed star at one end and an eraser at the other. We can't get the wand. We can't open the case. If you look at the case, there's nothing special. If you look at the trophy, a C&VG Golden Marital Aid. That was a reference to the Golden Joystick. That was the award given to the best games of the year by Computer and Video Games magazine. And again, if we get trophy, we can't. And broomstick. Somebody's company broomstick. Now, kiddies, this is an industry joke and you won't understand it. Don't know what that means. And we can't get the broomstick either. We shoot the case. There's nothing here worth wasting bullets on. We could use the crowbar, of course. We could just crowbar the cases open. I mean, that's pretty obvious, isn't it?
We also have the two doors as well.
Oops. The crowbar's locked. We can't open the case with crowbar.
And we can't unlock the door either, can we? Sure, we said that.
No. No, no combination of unlock wooden door, or heavy wooden door will work. We could try unlock case, of course. Nope.
It's a glass case. We can't smash the glass case, can we?
Smash case. I wasn't the kind of guy to go around breaking things without a reason. Smash glass, same thing. Sealed glass cases contained various oddities.
And we looked at the east wall, right?
So you have tried doing the thing that we're supposed to do, but it's not working. So I think we have missed something else. So did we examine the crates by one
Oh,
shot?
okay. Yeah, maybe not in this playthrough. Because I didn't include it in the script when I reran the game. Because I thought it.
I don't even remember whether we did it, did we? Or...
I'm pretty sure we did. I'm sure we did.
Well, let's go there anyway and see if there's some.
Okay, yeah. Do you know
So
what?
we don't know the answer. We don't know the answer to this. We're just trying to figure out why it is that we can't do the thing that we're supposed to be able to do.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just reset this and then oops. So here it is, behind a pile of old boxes and packing crates. All the boxes and crates had genuine phony antiques for export to United States, made in you-know-where, stenciled on in Oriental lettering. So we did do this. I remember reading this out.
A crowbar is specifically designed to open boxes, crates, isn't it? So.
Ah. Yes, Mike, it is. You're right. Okay.
You are holding the crowbar, aren't you?
You haven't got the crowbar on you.
No. I know. I know. I was just seeing if I could trigger something by doing something else without having to go back and get the crowbar. But yes, it does appear as if we need to open crate with crowbar. Oh.
Crates. I don't know. I'm not sure that's going to be.
Nope.
It literally says on the walkthrough just to examine the crates on the way through, but it doesn't say anything else. We're trying to figure out. So basically, the door in the pawn shop, we should be able to unlock it.
We should be able to unlock it.
Yeah, but we're trying to figure out.
Do we have our keys on us?
Yeah, we do have our keys. We don't have our safe key. And I haven't found a key anywhere. Is there a key somewhere in the walkthrough that we need to?
Well, that's why we're just trying to skim read it. So is the safe key the key that we have?
No, we have our bunch of keys. There was a.
Sorry, have we looked under the crates?
We can't look under things. No, when we blew the safe up, there was a safe key. Safe key was a thing inside the safe.
Can
But
we
does
try
the
that?
walkthrough say that we pick the key up? Is there a pickup key at any point in the walk?
It does say collect the safe key, battery, and gun.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go then.
So maybe.
There we go then. So the safe key opens that heavy door.
Okay, let's go grab that then.
Right.
And not the skeleton key, which would be,
Yeah. Which that's the one that we've actually got on us. A bunch of keys. Okay, to get the safe key.
Do we have to go back to game 1?
We do have to go back to game 1. I'm just having a little think. Yeah, we might as well.
Were you just wondering how long it would take to insert it into the script and then just run it?
No. That will take too long. I'm honestly just wondering about the furthest we've been so that we have everything. Like, which branch should I extend back into the office? And I think I'm going to go from here. So I'm going to say connect wires, drive to office, and then I'm going to save this here at this point. So yes. Board. Okay. Stop. And now I need to load part 1. No try. Come on. And then run. Big Sleaze 1. And sure that this save game is selected. And hopefully. Oh, okay. Of course, it just starts. But now we can load. And yes. And okay. So we should be outside our office now. Back in part 1. We only need our keys, don't we, to get in? Here we are outside our office. This is good. North, unlock door, open door, north, up, south. Oh, Velma's here. The door of the safe, the key to the safe. See, I remember right at the beginning, I remember thinking, shall I take this out and put it in the car? It seemed so, well, ludicrous. Like, why?
No.
I just assumed it was a joke that the that he'd posted the key to the safe back into the piggy bank. I didn't, you just don't think that it's going to have another use in the game. I mean, it may not do. Maybe we're wrong, but this is, and we can't take the door. I tried to lift it, but it was too heavy for me. So yeah, it's the key to the safe. There's Velma and the note. Take the note as well while we're here. Down, south, lock, door, south. Get in car. Drop, note. We're going to keep the key. And now connect wires. Drive to Kenmare Street. Yes. Record. Start tape. Stop the recording. I wish there was a way of adding a note to a save on a virtual set. Quit. Yes. No.
One of those things that you just take for granted now, but the fact that you name saves.
Yeah, that you had like a thing on the tape insert, the tape case insert, to write in what it actually is. Really should be keeping track of it. Obviously, I don't have a tape counter. I just have a list of data blocks on a virtual tape. Okay, so Big Sleaze 3. Come on. Play. Okay. Just gonna RAM save here.
Hang on.
What? We're back at Kenmare Street.
Yeah, but do we have the safety on us?
Yes.
Sorry, I was looking at what was in the car, and it wasn't in the car. That's of course because it's actually on us.
No, I never dropped it. I just dropped the note.
Yeah,
Just picked the note up on the way through and dropped it. If this works, I'm gonna be a bit annoyed. Fuck you.
Well, okay.
Well, not as annoying as if we didn't have a walkthrough.
True. I guess we would have got there eventually, having retraced our steps. Gone through literally everything, maybe. Yeah.
Not even there's any clues. It's literally the only clue is it's a strong wooden door?
Heavy wooden door. I mean, what? Show me a safe that's made of wood.
Yeah.
I guess we go east. Wow. The safe key. It was a safe key from the beginning when we blew the safe up. If it hadn't have called it a safe key.
And if you hadn't called it the safe.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was going to say as well. It was the safe door.
The safe key. Yeah.
Safe key. Anyway, let's move on.
It's not great. And unless NatWest were headquartered on Kenmare Street, because the safe had said NatWest on it. Anyway, yeah, there we go. We've had to look that one up because I think that would have stumped us for a long time. It was the solution was literally in location 1 of the game. Well, I guess that's a little design trick, isn't it? To leave an item at the very first location. Anyway, the back room wasn't the sort of thing you'd expect to find in a small place on Kenmare Street. All I could say was that whoever had done the place out was heavily into German decor. The flags and banners didn't really bother me, but I thought the swastika on the ceiling was a bit pretentious. A filing cabinet stood against one wall. The door was west. Okay. Do we think this is where Hitler hangs out? With his swastika wallpaper?
It's a bit hard on the eyes looking at, but there also looks like there's something on the floor and something on the wall as well.
Yeah. Well, it looks like there's a little mouse hole
and
a sign on the wall. Have a look at the cabinet. Huge, made of 7-inch steel plating, utterly padlocked. It looked as though they didn't want anyone seeing inside it. Unlock padlock, unlock cabinet, no. Open.
So what other key did we miss?
Yeah, right.
This is it. We didn't read past unlocking this door
Mm.
on purpose. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. You might have to though.
Anything else in the room we can examine?
Flags and banners. Filing cabinet. That's it. The door was west. That's the one we came in through.
You want to try using the crowbar on the filing cabinet?
I bet I don't have it. I don't have it. But I mean, you have to assume that that's a no, but we can try it.
What are we carrying?
Our keys, the safe key, and the gun.
I mean, up until now, the text has always been the important bit and not the graphic.
Yes.
So, yes, there's a mouse hole and there's a poster on the wall. But
Yeah. Nothing.
Banner?
Ah, well done. As it turned out, one of the banners wasn't a banner, but an agenda sheet. It read, number 1, kidnap professor. Number 2, force professor to perfect drug. 3, eliminate professor. 4, return Adolf's library books. 5, create diversion with KK. 6, King Kong. 6, eliminate professor's daughter. 7, cancel the milk. 8, return to Germany with drug.
okay, so we've solved what's happened to the professor. He's been kidnapped.
Yup. And maybe eliminated at this point.
Maybe.
I mean, presumably, return Adolf's library books, create diversion with KK. Those are the clues that we now need to return to the library. Yeah? What do we think?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't shoot the padlock. I can go and get the crowbar quickly. We can try it out if you like.
I mean, I thought of that. It's like, well, what am I hoping to find in the filing cabinet would be some incriminating documentation that tells us what to do next.
Yeah.
And we've just found that pinned to the wall.
Yeah.
Could be a copy of Mein Kampf.
Yeah, we can't open the cabinet with a crowbar. Open padlock with crowbar. No.
Let's go to the library,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm fully expecting a scene. What have we got in here? Let's drop the key. Key to the safe. So we've got keys, gun, crowbar on us. Connect wires. Drive to Central Manhattan. Yes, I do. Board. Start tape. Start tape. No. Come on. Load part 2. Tape ready. Play the tape. There we go. Get bills. Let's hope something's different. Get out. South. East. Doors were locked, so where are we? 43. We don't seem to have got any points for doing that. Weird. Or enter. Let's wait.
Do we have do we have the plane in this?
Not yet. I've got the bills.
Cool.
Midnight. Got another 50 waits to do. What's annoying is, like, it would be nice if you could say sleep and it would take you to the next, point. If you say sleep, it says, I took a short snooze, no time for a big sleep on this job. Right? Like a reference to the film The Big Sleep. But no time has passed. The turns are still the same. There's 649 commands. 651. So yeah, 1 to sleep, 1 to score. It hasn't taken any time off us at all. It's really annoying. So this game forces you to just sit here and wait for morning so that locations open.
And this is where you said that you could be doing anything here at all.
Yeah, we could be. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing for us to do though. Like, it's not as if there's other things or other. It seems very linear. Like, one thing leads to another thing, leads to another thing. Like, things don't actually get solved in parallel. Oh, 6 a.m. Great. So yeah, the design is not the best. The librarian is here. There's nothing different.
So apparently we know how to get to the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, so we don't though. I tried driving to the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, but that's not what you're supposed to put. There's a name of the place that we have to go to, but I don't remember seeing it.
So doesn't Dyke says as he dies, do you remember the Statue of Liberty? I mean, the Statue of Liberty is on Liberty Island, right? Is that what we're supposed to say? Liberty Island?
No.
No.
I mean, obviously you wouldn't be able to drive to it anyway.
No. All Dyke says is, "Do you remember the Statue of Liberty?" We're supposed to go there first, huh?
Well, I mean, the very next line after examining the Nazi office is basically to go to where the Statue of Liberty is, but I don't understand where we learnt the name of the place.
That we need to go to.
Oh. Well, surely we've learnt it from.
Unless it's in the manual.
It's not.
Okay.
There's no manual. There's just a tape insert.
Or it's something that you might know, general knowledge, but that feels odd.
Was it in that list? Then we just missed it. I don't remember it being in that list of things to do.
Oh, what the Nazis are doing?
Yeah.
No.
No, I don't think so.
presume it's like it would be some pier or some port or something like that. That is where you get the boat to go to the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, it's a park. Do you remember any mention of a park?
No, but it's Battery Park, isn't it?
It is Battery Park.
Having been there, but I don't remember anybody mentioning Battery Park.
No, I can't remember any mention of it at all.
Okay. Unless
I
that
mean, is it just assuming that you would know
Yeah.
that?
maybe it's just expecting
I mean,
people
you
to
knew
have.
it.
I mean, yeah, but I'm pretty sure I didn't know it when I was 15.
I didn't know it now.
And you couldn't Google it back then.
No, you can. That's right.
Get your Britannia Encyclopedia out.
Okay. Well, rather than go there now, we've only got a couple of minutes. I suggest we just leave it. Rosie will be back. I'm going to go through though and just see if I can figure out where that information would come from, or whether we're literally just supposed to know that we go to Battery Park. But I mean, you can get to the Statue of Liberty from other parts of Manhattan than Battery Park. Odd. We must have missed something, but I don't remember seeing Battery Park anywhere, unless we are supposed to get into the filing cabinet. Something.
It doesn't say that you do. It just says read the banner.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go through and write a new script and try and take us through the game.
Is there any way that you could write a script and grab the output and shove it in a text file so that you can just do it and then just do a text search on the text file for Battery Park to see if we missed it?
Oh. I don't think so. Not in this emulator,
No.
but I might be able to in a different one. I don't suppose, Lee, seeing as you've got the walkthrough up there, do you think it would be possible to copy and paste everything up to that point and send it to me so I don't run the risk of reading any further? I know you must have. You've been. I mean, I imagine you've succumbed to reading slightly ahead.
Well, we literally read the next sentence, which
Yeah.
said, "Go to Battery Park," and
Then
since then I was
stop.
like, and I was
Okay.
like, "What?
How?
Why?"
Yeah, why? Can you? Is it possible to copy and paste up to
Yeah.
that sentence?
Yeah.
And send it to me so I don't have to expose myself. That's the last thing that anyone wants, frankly. Yeesh. Cool. Thank you very much. All right, guys. Cheers for that. That was a flummoxing episode. Yeah, really, really odd. Very strange. I just think, yeah, they were knocking them out at this point. Not great. So I strongly suspect we're going to be going back to magnetic scrolls next time.
Yes.
All right, everyone. Great to see you all.
Do you know what's really galling? Is having seen what you've just posted, and it's taken us 5 sessions to do like
Oh God, really?
1.5 small paragraphs of instructions.
Yes, but we're trying to figure it out, aren't we?
Yeah, I know.
Having fun.
Yeah, yeah. We're not speed running this damn thing. That's for certain. Okay, everybody. See you next week.
Okay, bye.
Have a great week. Bye.